Hello, and welcome back to Arsenal Stage News, your daily home for every breaking headline, transfer update, and inside stories surrounding the Gunners both inside and outside the Emirates. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and drop your thoughts in the comment section to join our growing family of Arsenal fans around the world. Today we have plenty to dive into, and it's a mix of good news, injury concerns, transfer updates, and some behind-the-scenes stories that will shape the weeks ahead for Mikel Arteta's side. The headline everyone is celebrating is that Bukayo Saka is finally back in training during this international break, which is a massive boost for Arsenal because he is expected to be ready for the upcoming clash against Nottingham Forest this weekend. The latest Arsenal injury report doesn't just stop at Saka, though. It also includes updates on William Saliba and Kai Havertz as fans wait anxiously for return dates. Arsenal are entering a very testing period after the break, with a busy schedule packed with both domestic and European fixtures. Before the international pause, Arteta's men suffered a setback with that narrow 1-0 defeat away to Liverpool, and the injury list only made the situation more difficult. Now, with September packed full of decisive fixtures, the team will have to show their depth and resilience. The Gunners return to Premier League action against Nottingham Forest before moving quickly into heavyweight battles with Manchester City and Newcastle, not to mention the Champions League opener away to Athletic Club in Bilbao and a Carabao Cup tie against Port Vale. That means Arteta is desperate to recover some of his key stars as quickly as possible. The biggest concern is William Saliba, who twisted his ankle in the warm-up at Anfield. He tried to play through the pain but lasted only 5 minutes before being substituted for summer signing Christian Mosquera. Saliba has since withdrawn from France duty for their World Cup qualifiers, and reports out of France suggest he could be out for 3 to 4 weeks. If that proves true, Saliba would miss as many as 7 matches, including crucial showdowns against City, Newcastle, and Olympiacos. Meanwhile, Bukayo Saka is still nursing his hamstring problem, which he picked up in the 5-0 thrashing of Leeds on August 23rd. Thankfully, no surgery is required this time, unlike his previous setback last year, but Arteta himself has admitted the recurring nature of these injuries is a real worry. Saka has already missed England duty and has been ruled out for a few weeks, but the club hopes he can return in time for the massive September 21st clash with Manchester City. Kai Havertz has also joined the injury list after undergoing minor knee surgery. The German international picked up the issue after coming off the bench at Old Trafford, and while Arteta says it won't stretch into months, he is expected to be sidelined for several weeks at least. This is another frustrating blow for a player who already lost a significant portion of last season to injury. There is, however, some relief for Arsenal as Martin Odegaard has recovered from his shoulder problem and even featured for Norway during the break. Ben White also returned to the starting lineup against Manchester United as he continues to carefully build back his fitness following knee surgery. The squad is under careful management, but it is clear Arsenal's depth will be tested in this crucial run. Fans and Arteta alike will be hoping for swift recoveries, especially for Saliba and Saka, who are absolutely central to the team's success both domestically and in Europe. On the transfer side, we saw plenty of drama before the window closed. There was speculation around Leandro Trossard's future and, of course, Albert Sambi Lokonga's eventual departure. Trossard, who joined Arsenal from Brighton in January 2023, was the subject of late transfer interest with Roma making a concrete approach in the final week. Borussia Dortmund and Fenerbahce also tested the waters, but Arsenal immediately rejected every offer. The Belgian recently signed a new deal with a pay rise, which reaffirmed his commitment until 2027. However, questions remain whether he will seek a fresh challenge at the end of the season, especially with intense competition for forward spots after the arrivals of Ebereki Eze and Noni Madueke. Gabriel Martinelli also attracted interest from Bayern Munich and Barcelona, but neither met Arsenal's valuation. Still, Arsenal's financial team knows that under the Premier League's PSR rules, a major sale may eventually be necessary. Lokonga, on the other hand, secured a move away on deadline day, which relieved Arsenal's wage bill and reflected the club's pragmatic approach to balancing finances. German reports revealed the fee could be as low as £260,000 with add-ons, but clearing his salary obligations was the real benefit. Arsenal are increasingly focused on improving their revenue from player sales, and while Lokonga's exit shows pragmatism, keeping Trossard shows a determination to remain competitive this season. Another off-field development comes with Victor Gyökeres, Arsenal's marquee summer signing, who has been named a witness in an upcoming defamation trial in Sweden. His agent, Hassan Sedinkaya, is suing multiple media outlets for gross defamation after they accused him of links to organized crime. Gyökeres is not accused of wrongdoing, but has agreed to testify. Depending on the timeline, this could force him to miss key matches, which is a worry given how much Arsenal have invested in him as a key piece of their attack. Arsenal also made headlines with the rise of 15-year-old Max Dowman, who made his England U19 debut this week in a 2-0 win over Ukraine. Dowman's rapid development has been remarkable, having already become the second youngest player in Premier League history earlier this year, when he featured against Leeds. He has even been included in Arsenal's Champions League A-list squad, which shows the huge faith Arteta has in him. Fixture changes have also been confirmed, with Arsenal's Carabao Cup tie against Port Vale set for September 24th and the Crystal Palace clash moved to October 26th. On the recruitment front, Arsenal's sporting director Andrea Berta made headlines by refusing to pay Espanyol's £21 million clause for goalkeeper Joan Garcia, who instead joined Barcelona. Arsenal instead went for Kepa Arrizabalaga on a far cheaper £5 million deal. Barcelona, meanwhile, already view Garcia as their long-term number one, but Arsenal were content with their more cost-effective solution. Finally, Arsenal's deadline day saw the arrival of Ecuadorian defender Piero Hincapié from Bayer Leverkusen on loan with an option to buy for £45 million. The 23-year-old, a Bundesliga title winner, adds strength, versatility, and depth to Arsenal's backline at exactly the right time, especially with Saliba injured. Hincapié's arrival also pushed Jakub Kiwior out on loan to Porto, making space in the squad. Both Arteta and Berta have praised the signing, calling him a player with maturity, physical presence, and tactical flexibility. So, as Arsenal prepare for their clash with Nottingham Forest this weekend, fans can expect a mix of excitement, relief, and nerves. Injuries are piling up, but reinforcements have arrived, young stars are stepping up, and the club continues to balance both football and financial strategy in pursuit of glory. The season is only just heating up, and with Arsenal sitting third in the table, every detail will matter in the race.